day. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. And the New York Jets taking on Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Jets. Is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
On first down, right back to Hall to the 43, second down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run on first down with Akers. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Hall again on second down. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Give to Hall running right. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson, he finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So certainly a defensive mistake here in the first quarter, getting hit with a roughing the passer call. And that hurts not just because of the yardage you gave up and give them a fresh set of downs, but that brought the home crowd into this one. And when you go on the road, your job is to side. And he's in. Touchdown, Jet. Breece Hall, hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Kene Nwangu. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Now Lawrence. The quick slant caught. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Kelsey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it culminates in a Travis Kelsey touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. And the Jets set to take the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored.
And I think the ball's out, and the Jags grab it. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Jack. Cam Akers, 32 yards. And the Jags have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The New York set to take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Wilson's throw taken in by Ruckert. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They'll go again with Hall. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down, a run with Carter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And this will be taken at the 13. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Lawrence with a completion to Kirk, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process. On the give, this is Akers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 5-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Buying time to his left. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He gets it underneath to Hall, and he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Open man here is Conklin. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of pulling off and chasing the ball downfield, they kept going towards the quarterback and knocked him down way late. That draws the penalty flag each and every time.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete there to Berrios. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Wilson. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here that's close to their goal line. They'll throw now on the final play. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And indeed, the flag is out. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that foot past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
36 yards on the play. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll run here with Akers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw here. This is caught. It's Woods. Touchdown. Robert Woods. 30 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Hall again. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Throwing is Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 2nd and 1, Wilson, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Hall again on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, on comes the Jets kicker, Cairo Santos. from the right hash here. Should be an easy one. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll get the deficit back to 16. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores. And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return. And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
On second down, a run with Hall. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 126 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. On first down, Wilson. He's got the connection to Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. Now, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 16. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. Straight ahead is Hall. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Now Wilson. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Wilson to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Berrios. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal. Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore from 3 yards out. And the Jets take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Wilson going to throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he'll get in for the score. And that's going to cut the lead down to 13. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Now back to throw. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside. 10 to the 7. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it'll be Akers. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Now Wilson down around his goal line. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. From the 27, Wilson, he's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Wilson will throw again. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Throwing again on second down. Wilson, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.